Hey everyone, welcome to Art Aesthetics. Today we're debunking how aesthetics are formed. Not quite literally, but we're talking about how aesthetics shape what you have to say. Let me explain. When we take aesthetics separately, it low-key feels a little baseless. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but just take aesthetics, dressing up a certain way or doing something to make it look pretty. Take all of those for the sake of just that. That is ideally aesthetics, by the way, but when it's just that, without any real intent or meaning, it's boring. Even though it's just the same thing as something created with the same aesthetics but with meaning. You get what I mean? It's like when you create content, you want it to be with purpose or intent, and that's what drives people to watch your content. But the same thing if you do it for the sake of just the algorithm trying to pick up your content, it loses its meaning, right? And people can see that. The same goes for aesthetics as well. Without real intent or meaning, whatever you're trying to convey on screen or in person, however that works, is meaningless. But when there's a purpose driving your aesthetic, then it makes all sense, especially when it comes to art. Now, the piece you see on screen is a girl running around in a gown. And now you may be asking, what has aesthetics got to do with a girl running around in a gown in an open field? If you take a look at the colors, it's a bit of like the same colors, analogous, is it? Those colors. And a bit of blue, right? But it's beyond just that. It's reflective of a particular aesthetic, and that makes it different from other aesthetics. Her facial features, the way she appears physically, all of it shows a more elegant vibe, right? In a very picturesque setting in probably the Mediterranean. Now, the next piece that you will be seeing, at least, is representative of a different aesthetic. Because here with this piece, I was trying to represent Indian culture and South Indian culture, to be specific. And so the tones are more earthy, and her attire is a saree, which is again a regional variation, right? So most of y'all who watch my videos are Indian anyways, so I don't know why I'm explaining a saree to y'all, but just in case you didn't know. But point being, we use color and shape to convey aesthetics, yes, but to convey the culture behind it, to convey a world behind it, regional variations that make that piece uniquely distinctive, specific, and that's how you curate something that is powerful in the sense of impact, and it's something that drives your purpose, right? You're not just doing it for the plot, but rather you're doing it with something more in mind, something that is valuable to the reader or the viewer. So there was another saree piece that I did, I think a year ago, which was my most well performed Instagram post back when I posted it, and I tried to figure out what is it that people liked about this so much that so many people are liking it. Never understood the concept until I realized that it resonated with them, because most of the people at that point who viewed my Instagram content were people I knew, and more or less we all shared the same culture, right? Except for a minor population who also lived in the same place that I lived. So invariably they are exposed to the culture of that piece. And so when you connect culture with your shape and color, your aesthetic becomes more meaningful. Anyways, that's all I have for today. You can follow me at Charlotte_Pourquoi on Instagram. Bye.